Right, here we go. So, little recap then. Adam and Eve have had their discussion about her desire to go and work separately. Remember, it's not a desire based on the fact that she wants to be away from him. She's worried that the hour of supper comes unearned. He doesn't put his foot down and allows her to go. Basically saying, that link it. So off she goes, and she's busy. She's lopping here and binding there. And Satan finds her. Such pleasure took the serpent to behold this flowery plot. Early, thus alone. Ooh. There she is. The women should be going out on their own. Her heavenly form angelic, but more soft and feminine. Her graceful innocence, her every air of gesture or least action, overawed his malice, and with raccoon speech bereaved his fierceness of the fierce intent it brought. She's so beautiful, she's so good, that momentarily he is kind of struck dumb. And that malice that's in him, that evil, is ever so slightly held in check. That space, the evil one, abstracted stood from his own evil. So I always imagine this like if it was a cartoon version, you'd almost see him like pop out of his body and stand good. And for the time remained stupidly good, of enmity disarmed, of guile apaid, of envy of revenge. So for that split second, he's got that moment of just feeling, no. Always watch out for him. He's a bush. But the hot hell that always in him burns, though in mid-heaven, soon ended his delight, and tortures him down more, while he sees a pleasure not for him ordained. So it's that double bind of, at the moment when he realises, and he's maybe like this, and that's going to be a recurring theme, when we get to the 10 and God, let's say, and he's left him at this moment, or when he's back down in how he can really go for it and shame him and punish him, really punish him. He lets him have that little moment first. How does this speak to a doll's house then? Well, it's the idea that for Satan, I guess, there's no redemption. There's no sense of, if I just stopped now, I could make myself better. But the opposite is true with the doll's house. Everyone has got that opportunity to make the right choice and to be better. So if you think about Krogstad, and I hate direct, correlations between Krogstad and Satan, I think they can end up just being really superfluous and wrong, superficial, not superfluous, superficial. But here, if you were going to do that, you could definitely argue that Krogstad has the moment, helped by Christine. It's not like he can get there on his own, of going, right, actually, I'm reminded of what it feels like and how good it feels to do the right thing, and I'm going to pursue that. And he has a little thought to himself. Thoughts personifies thought. Thoughts. Where have you led me? What are you doing? Remember what we're here to do. Remember the job. We're here to destroy. And then he can't believe that he's found her on his own. On her own. He cannot believe it. Then let me not let pass occasion which now smiles. Brilliant. It's the opportunity I've wanted. She's alone. I can't see her husband anywhere around, which is great. Now remember that Eve argued that Satan would not try and attack her alone because it would be like beneath him. But she's giving Satan the kind of the moral valor that Adam has, which is giving it to the devil. So he's not got that. He's an opportunist, and he's like, brilliant. There's no way I would have attacked Adam because he's higher intellectual. He's got strength and courage, and even though he's terrestrial, even though he's made from the earth, he's exempt from wound. I just wouldn't be a fair fight. He'd win. So here we go. We found the weaker version. So he makes his move. Those of you who've had the pleasure to be taught by me will recall fondly now my sexy Satan dance as he busts his moves towards Eve. the phallic imagery here is just rife, and there's so much here that it's just so misogynistic. You know that the whole sexual kind of advance on Eve, because that's what she's gonna, because that's what women become. You know that who are just women ruled. Uh, yeah. Anyway, don't get distracted, Julie. Um, and he's beautiful as well, you know, with this neck of gold and these sparkling eyes, and he makes his way. The problem is she's not paying any attention. She's busy. She is used to having the company of, of nature and of wildlife. So he's busting out all of these moves to no avail. Now, interestingly, Eve is going to be accused by Adam in book 10 when they're in the middle of that. They have this huge argument, you know, and then Adam sulks with her forever, of her only wanting to go off to feed her vanity. If that were true, she would perhaps have been constantly looking around her, wanting opportunities to show off her beauty. She's not. She's not. She's busy. She's busy working. Eventually, he, after licking the ground on which she stood, he gets her attention and he begins talking. Right. Okay. So I've got some links there, and I'm going to pause this. Let's just go back and what are Satan's intentions to deceive her. So we're thinking now about, as we move into the next set of slides, about how he's going to persuade her to eat of the tree of knowledge. Krogstad here is trying to persuade Nora to use her sexuality, to use her sex to try and persuade her husband to get him his job back. In contrast, Mrs. Lind and Krogstad are able to work together more harmoniously because their marriage is going to be on a much more equal footing. Okay, right, let's pause that there then.